So we're doing the Digital Disruptor Project. I'm Kylie.
I'm Christie.
I'm Jessie.
And so I'm just going to start off talking about Lululemon, which is our first apparel retailer that we chose. So for the first question, how has the retailer digitally transformed the segment of the industry that they operate in? Lululemon recently, in 2019, they acquired the Mirror brand, which is essentially a at-home workout mirror. So basically, it looks like a normal mirror, but then you can turn it on and there's different workouts you can do. It's almost like a social media kind of thing where you can share your selfies and have friends on there. So that definitely transforms the athletic apparel company or athletic apparel segment, just because it increases the brand loyalty for Lululemon. People want to buy the mirror and work out in their clothes. So I'm just going to show a short video about the mirror just to kind of give a little bit of I can edit it out. Okay.
When you look into the mirror, what do you see? A chance to grow stronger. An opportunity to push yourself. Room to beat your best. The mirror is a window to a fitness experience the world has never seen before. No matter who you are or where you are, the mirror lets you work out with world-class trainers in live or on-demand classes, complete with encouragement when you need it, or don't think you need it. You got it. Measure your progress, work out with friends, and when you're done, show off your achievements. Because that was hard.
Amazing job today, guys.
But worth it. No wait lists, no crowded parking lots. Just your home, the mirror, and you.
Okay, so as you can see in that video, the mirror is definitely a new cool technology that allows people to work out at home without having to go to the gym. So definitely a big digital transformation for Lululemon. They also have digitally transformed in terms of like customer service. So they're in store, like educators are a great resource for customers, but they also now have online educator meetings that you can sign up for as well. And online classes, like workout classes that you can sign up for, which overall enhances the customer engagement for Lululemon. And as far as like some of the tactics that they use to enforce their digital transformation process, again, the personalization and the customer relationship management is very important to Lululemon. Their community tag and things like that on their website is really important. And their executive vice president of digital, Miguel Almeida, said that we were never only a place where you can get physical products. Our goal now is to build a digital platform and a digital ecosystem that amplifies the core of what the company is about. And that is to give you experiences, community, and relationships. So I'll share my screen again and kind of just show the Lululemon website. So there's this community tab, and you can see all of the classes to sign up for, ways to become like a Lululemon ambassador, different stories, things like that. All sorts of ways to engage with their customers, and community is everything. So that's a big part of their like brand, is getting everyone engaged. Stop sharing again. And then also some challenges that have kind of arose for Lululemon, one of which was their previous CEO, Chip Wilson. He said some pretty controversial things. One of the things that he said in 2015, according to ABC News, is that basically the reason that some of their leggings were see-through is because they weren't meant for plus size women, and that plus size women were not meant to wear yoga pants. And so over the past few years, Lululemon has definitely been able to utilize their digital platforms to promote body inclusivity, such as their social media page. And they have also added more sizes to their size range recently. And then another big challenge for Lululemon is like negative customer reviews. So obviously, with having a website and a social and digital platform, that also comes with reviews that customers leave on their website and social media. So a lot of people are having issues with their quality and things like that. But because of their enhanced like customer service, customer relationship management, they have been able to utilize those virtual educators to help customers get replacement gear for things that may not have worked out for them. And then also just how they can continue to grow and continue to have the digital success that they currently have and like fend off the competition. I think with the mirror is a really big thing that's like new. Not everyone has that. So incorporating the workout classes, the online digital things that people can sign up for on the Lululemon website that incorporate the mirror, that'll make more people want or creating a need in the customer for the mirrors so that they can participate in these workouts that are on Lululemon's website. And then also another big thing that Lululemon offers in their stores is services such as complimentary hemming. So I think that that is a big hit for Lululemon. But I think for a lot of people, and because of COVID, that people don't want to go into the stores, having that as an online service where you can maybe send it in and then have it shipped back for you and not have to go to the store to pick it up would be another way that they can continue that digital success that they have. And then lastly, they have transformed digitally through the ages. They started off as a big brick and mortar company. They started in Canada, and then they were kind of more trying to get that foot traffic globally, and mainly in concern with that. But as I previously mentioned with the digital or the executive vice president of digital, they're really concerned with being a e-commerce first platform with all the online options that they have. So they've definitely transformed to a strong online presence with the use of things like social media and their website. They have definitely been able to brand themselves as a top performing athletic brand. Their website is very minimalistic. It's easy to navigate, welcoming to anybody that goes onto their site. And also another thing, according to RIS News, an article from earlier this year, they have also invested in RFID technology, which we've learned about in other classes. Basically allows them to ship their merchandise from their stores to customers who order online, which they've definitely picked up due to COVID and having to close their stores while still keeping employees working in the stores, shipping their merchandise to online orders. And then lastly, just utilizing that customer relationship management and omni-channel marketing has been able to help them digitally transform from that solid brick and mortar company to an e-commerce company.
Okay, I will be presenting mine on Uniqlo, and I think there are some things that are kind of similar to Lululemon, but okay. So, how has the retailer digitally transformed the segment of the industry that they operate in? So, I picked Uniqlo like because that's one of the retail stores that like popped up in my head when I thought of a digitally advanced company. I think they have always been very like open about technology and like just new ways to incorporate that. So yes, according to Martin Roll Business and Innovation, it says that some of Uniqlo's key brand success factors include its unwavering commitment to innovation and its company culture, which I agree with. And I think they just really embrace technology, and I think that's how they've like brought that transformation. And I will be using some examples in a little bit. And what are some tactics they use? So this goes back to how they have been changing the industry. So they are very good at online marketing, I think. They have on their website, they have really nice videos to demonstrate the type of technology is used in the clothing, which I will show on my screen. Okay, so this is Uniqlo's website. And as you can see, they have these cool like videos that demonstrate the clothing, but So example on one of their collections is called it's called Heat Tech, which is one of the shirts that I've always had growing up too. It's just pretty much here you can learn more. They have these really cool like presentations. Oh. Okay, I don't know. Um, okay, so I'm trying to get this. Sorry. What's going on? Okay, so pretty much in these websites, I don't know why it's not really working right now, but usually in this heat tech, it has videos on how this material works, but pretty much this material in the video, it shows that it's able to retain heat and with a really thin material, but also it's also sweat wicking, so it would get the moisture and then it releases. So it's kind of like dry fit, but it also retains heat and it's very lightweight. So that's just one of the examples, and they just really embrace like technology and their branding, which I thought was really cool. And how they advertise, they kind of advertise by the material and collections instead of like different designs, if that makes sense. But this is one of the examples. Technology makes life better. And this is like how they brand their things. And then in each collection, there are different clothing items like shirts, leggings, tank tops, and stuff. But yeah. Okay, so that's the website. Also, I wanted to talk about their mobile app. Okay, so on their app, I want to talk about that because when I was searching it up, it said that Uniqlo was the first to use Google Assistant and with their brand, with their app, so you can search things up easier. So I thought that was super cool. So I downloaded the app myself and then I screenshotted some images that I saw from the app that I thought was cool. So this is one way they're marketing. So when you first join the app, it says welcome and it gives you right here in the middle you see the little image and it says that they give you a unique barcode that unlocks special offers and stuff. And then on the right, you pretty much have a barcode for your account. So when you are checking out or if you need anything from your app, you can do that. And when you go in stores, they can just scan your barcode and they would get all the information they need. So I thought that was super cool. And that's something new I don't think I've seen on other apps. And something fun is like they have a game for their brand. I thought that was interesting on their app. There's like a little Uniqlo game. Pretty much, you have that little box, and then it's kind of like Tris. You like angle the boxes in certain ways so the little cube can move on to the next level, which I thought was cute. And the red, they have their little brand Uniqlo. And something else I thought was cool is another section they have a blog for their website, their clothing brand. And then this shows people from Instagram wearing their clothes, and you can search them after, I guess, to look at their profiles. And which is cool because you can see real people wearing certain clothing items, and it's all linked, so you can press it, and then it'll direct you to the clothing item. But yeah, those are just some of the things they've done that I think set them apart from other brands, and yes, so I think that's super cool. And so some challenges they face are that they're a global company, but they are having trouble making a brand in the US. They said that from BuzzFeed News, it says that they're struggling, but they are trying to rebuild in the US because they're very big in Tokyo and other Asian countries or just like around the world, or like even in New York, they're really big. But Yeah, but they're not as known in other areas. And they said that they would like to people to know their products and name and their way of thinking. So I think that's something they will be working on. Um, and continuing, and from BuzzFeed News, it says that it's interesting because there's a contrast with, like, example, Sweden's H&M. They're thriving in the US, but how come Uniqlo isn't? But I think it's just people, H&M does more fast fashion, and Uniqlo focuses more on like high tech and quality items that are like pieces that are more basics. So I think Uniqlo, and in order to continue their success and fend off other competitions, I think is to continue to do. I think they're going in the right direction. They're bringing a lot of new ideas. I think they can, if they continue to grow and innovate and then do their challenge. I think the fashion industry is shifting to more like a to promote less fast fashion. So I think people will become more aware of the brand if they just know about it. So I think if they just continue to grow, innovate, and then bring in new ideas and continue to revolve as time goes, I think they would do really good. And yeah, and so the fourth point is how has a retailer transformed digitally through the ages to become who they are today? So it was interesting because when I was searching it up, I found this article from Martin Rules, which I got my information from earlier. They said that at first, Uniqlo used to be perceived to be a discount retailer, and people think of them as a place that sells cheap and low quality apparel to the suburbs. And this perception changed when the brand launched the Global Quality Declaration in 2004. They pledged to stop making low price, low quality garments. And since then, people started to notice Uniqlo for its high quality fleece jackets, and the brand perception instantly shifted from being like a cheap, low quality to being affordable but high quality. So yeah, and that's all about Uniqlo. Thank you.
Um, that's awesome. Those two brands are just like, oh, so amazing. So I did Walmart, which is not as exciting as Lululemon or Uniqlo, but that's okay. They've like done so much. So my first point, so how have they digitally transformed? So I've like a few years ago, like Walmart like started, thinking about and like investing into becoming like a tech company, which like 10 years ago, like I don't even think, that was ever a thought. Like they were just like, like cheap and like clothes and like food and like whatever. But just like super cheap. Like almost like an Amazon, but like just like in person pretty much. So I'll get to that later. So I feel like a lot of people just like doubted that Walmart could be like a tech company, according to Forbes. And so Walmart, they actually partnered with Microsoft Cloud, Microsoft for cloud computing, and then they also partnered with Google for voice activated shopping, which is like super cool. And so Walmart, they made so many like adjustments and investments a few years ago to focus on their e-commerce platform, and now it's just like booming today. And part of that is from COVID, but it was already, on the rise before COVID. But I feel like COVID definitely helps with like their online, presence and online shopping and stuff. Um, and so that's definitely just helped them like grow so much. And so, sorry. Um, yeah, so they just started having like this huge focus on everything like digital, to make everything like easier for customers. And it's not only made like customers happy, but it's had a very huge financial reward for Walmart. um, Okay, so what tactics they use and what challenges they face. So Walmart's biggest competitor is like Amazon. And I will admit, I used to always go to like Amazon for everything, but now I feel like I'm like equally shop at Amazon and equally shop at Walmart. Because Walmart is just like so great. But Amazon is like the e-commerce like giant, And with all of like the pressure to like keep up with like Amazon, it was really hard like for Walmart, but that made them like want to work harder to grow even bigger. And so that's like definitely helped them like grow, I guess. So Walmart is actually has like the world's largest like revenue, or it's the largest company like in revenue, which is about 485 billion, which I thought was kind of crazy, kind of like mind blowing. So that is from the Fortune Global 500 list. And so in order for Walmart to keep their role like at the top, they always need to be looking for like new and innovative ways to stay at the top. And so Amazon is just like taking over so much and forcing businesses to close, like during COVID and stuff, because Amazon's, you know, bigger and better and they deliver faster and everything. So yeah, so Walmart's just like, it's been online for a while, but I feel like not everyone was just doing online Walmart until COVID, and then that's when everyone started to really do that. Um, and Walmart actually has like an edge over Amazon that most people might not realize, and it is because they have like physical stores that are nationwide. And so they've like met their customers' needs in the store and online. And but they definitely have like a more digitally driven focus. Um, okay, so then the third point, how they continued in their success. So Walmart, they've like catered to, you know, every customer's needs, and especially through the pandemic by offering like, you know, like more like online shopping obviously, and pick up like in store or a delivery or curbside pickup or whatever. And so these different options have just made life so much easier for the customers. And but many other stores have also made these options available for their customers. So what makes Walmart different? I say like Walmart, they've always sold their products at like a lower price than their competitors. And I think because of this, they've just always had such a loyal customer group. And I feel like that loyal customer group just like is constantly growing. I mean, now I'm now a loyal customer of Walmart because of COVID. So, so yeah. Okay, so then like the last thing. So how have like they changed the ages? So, so since like okay, so like a long time ago, like Walmart didn't have any online presence, but now that they do and their e-commerce and everything, they serve about 270 million customers each week, which is absolutely crazy. Like there's no way they could have, you know, reached that number without having an online presence. And so, you know, this has just grown their platform, you know, like as well as their brand knowledge and everything. Um, so Walmart, you know, they've decided to have like robots to help them like automate the inventory scanning process. And this just makes sorry. Um and it just like makes sure there's like always inventory on the shelf and just like counting it all and everything, to just like make sure customers always get what they're looking for. And I feel like it's a much faster process than like what it would be, or compared to like what it was. And so it makes it faster for employees to know where to like restock and stuff. And they also have like robots that help like clean the space in the stores, and which makes like less work for the employees, or like less they need to hire, I guess, so that they can hire employees in like their digital department, which is just, you know, constantly growing. And they can just, you know, help Walmart's digital footprint grow even more. So yeah, so that's Walmart. So yeah, the end.
And that's the end of our video. Thank you. And